Hi, I'm Liu, and in this video we'll be going over commonly used lifecycle methods in React. So basically, methods in React are grouped into 4 categories, which include mounting, updating, unmounting, and error handling. So let's start with mounting. So basically, mounting means putting elements into the document object model. So here you'll find 4 methods, which include constructor, static get derived state from props, render, and component did mount. So these methods, they are also called in this order. So when you have them all in your code, the constructor method will be called first, followed by static get derived state from props, then render, and component did mount. Now of all these methods, the only required method here is the render method, and by required I mean this method must be in your code and would always be called or executed every single time. Now the rest of them are optional, but some of them are more common or used more than others, and the most commonly used within these 3 is the constructor method, followed by the component did mount. So we're going to start with the constructor method. Like I said, the constructor method is called before any other method, and this is where you put your state and their initial values. So you can see here, this is my constructor and I have my state here and the initial value. Now it's also important to note that the constructor method is called with props as arguments, and this super prop here is actually the first and the most important. Now this is because it initiates the parent constructor method and allows the component to inherit methods from its parent component, which is your React.component. Alright, so what do we use this constructor method for? One is to initialize our local state by assigning objects to this dot state. So that's what we use it for. And another one is to bind element handler method to an instance. So those are the two uses of the constructor: to initiate our local state and to bind event handler method to an instance. Alright, that's that for the constructor. So next we move to component did mount. So the component did mount method is called immediately after a component is mounted. So this is basically where state update occurs, and also where you can put functions with delayed execution, like your set timeout and set interval. So let's go to the text editor and let me show you something. Alright, now when I open this up in my browser, you'll notice it's going to say this is a red car. So let's say I want to update this. I can use component.mount. So when I come here and put component did mount, and set a timeout, so what I'm saying is after some seconds, these states here should be updated to blue. So when I save this up and open in my browser, you'll notice it's going to update that state. So first it's going to say this is a red car, and then it switches to this is a blue car. So that's one of these. So those are like the 2 common uses of this component did mount. One is to update your state, and to also functions with delayed execution. Alright, thanks guys. This is my day, I don't know, okay, this should be day 9 of my 100 days of code. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you in my next video where I will talk about other methods. Thanks, and do have a lovely day.